Climbing the Slopes by Mia Lewis. It is a sunny day in Green Mountains. A group of students arrive at a lodge. The landscape is beautiful. "Hi," says a young man. "I'm Javier. This is Karen. We are going to teach you about rock climbing. We'll also teach you how to find your way in the forest. You'll have a lot of fun this week." Okay? Stop, think, write. Javier says, "You'll have a lot of fun this week." Is this a fact or an opinion? Explain. Well, I think Javier saying that you will have a lot of fun this week has to be an opinion. That's right, boys and girls, because it is something that cannot be proven as true or false. Let's keep reading. The group meets inside a building. It has a climbing wall. The wall looks like a rock. The wall has different textures. "There's a lot to learn," says Karen. "We're going to practice first." "That wall is too steep," says Tao. "You'll be fine," says Javier. "You just have to practice." Okay, let's look at this. How do you think Tao feels when he looks at the steep wall? Okay, and boys and girls, also look at the picture. There's Javier, and look at Tao's face in the picture. How do you think he feels? Write your answer. The kids go outside. They hike along a trail. They eat their lunch in a clearing. They are hungry. The food tastes great. Karen puts a stick in the ground. "What are you doing?" asks Maya. "I'm going to find out where north, east, south, and west are," she says. "My cell phone is better. It can show where we are. It has maps," says Tao. So what part of what Tao says is fact? What part is his opinion? Okay, so go back to what Tao says. Tao says, "My cell phone is better. It can show where we are. It has maps," says Tao. Okay, so that's what he says. Which part is a fact and which part is an opinion? "A cell phone could lose power," says Latoya. "Then it can't help at all." "We can use the sun to tell directions," says Karen. "See the shadow of the stick? Let's mark the tip of the shadow with a pebble. Now we wait a while." What is the problem with depending on Tao's cell phone to tell directions? Go back into the story and write your answer. They check 10 minutes later. The shadow has moved. Karen puts a pebble where the tip of the shadow is now. She draws a line between the two pebbles. "The shadow moved because the sun moved," she says. "The sun moves west, shadows move east. We know which way the shadow moved, so we know which way is east. Now we can follow any directions we have." Why does the shadow move? Again, why does the shadow move? Go back into your reading and find the text evidence. The next day, the students meet again. They stand at the bottom of some rocky slopes. Javier is with them. Tao looks worried. Are those ropes safe? He says. They are very safe, says Javier. You did well on the climbing wall. Give it a try. I'll be here to help. Why is Tao worried when he looks at the mountain slopes? A few days later, it's time to go home. Time has passed too quickly. I learned so much, says Maya. I'm going to miss this camp. We will miss you too, says Karen. I wish I had time for one last climb, says Tao. I feel as if I could reach the peak of the mountain. You'll just have to come back soon, says Javier. And that's them leaving. Last question. Read this sentence. Time has passed too quickly. Is that a fact or an opinion? Explain your answer. Well, boys and girls, that concludes our reading lesson. Please be sure to write the answers to each of the questions down. You can either print these out on the file that's attached, or you can write them on a regular piece of paper. Pause the video as needed. Take care, and I'll see you soon.